Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup could be an interesting one. The Titans rank in the top 10 in total yards, and they go up against a Colts defense that believes in itself.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Mariota now on second down. And he finds Corey Davis. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Miller. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
And got his man complete. Past the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Dante Moncrief, 76 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. To throw is Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. So good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. Yeah, they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's Locke. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jayon Brown not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down, here's Locke. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw is Locke. And he's got his man Hilton. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Here's a give to Miller. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christine Michael. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now third down. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Now Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Now Luck. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. And Davis has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Oh, design run for their wideout. And the ball is knocked out. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Mariota to throw it. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Taylor Lewan, the former first-rounder from Michigan, flag there. Now Mariota. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
First carry now for Kofani Muhammad. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. He's got his man on the crossing route. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on second down is Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Now here's Suck about to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back to the air. Locke on second down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now it's Locke. And he's got Moncrief. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. From the gun, here's Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans. The 20, 10, 5, and he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
This will be taken about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
In motion left goes Moncrief. On 1st and 10, Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Lamar Miller, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It'll be a loss of 13 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Now it's Ajayi. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but it's had a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Third and long here for Mariota. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll try Michael on the right side. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Brissett. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jayon Brown in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Colts on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and a mile. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. He's going to look deep down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. Big hold of the 30. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Tennessee after this. They run again with Ajayi. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
To throw Mariota. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, shifty. Whoa. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of a Turkey Bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Doyle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. Brissett on 1st down. The quick slant caught. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and goal to go now. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. And he's got it up and through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself...
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Mariota being chased out left. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Caught left side by Hilton. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back near the 42. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On second down, here's Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So the D-line's going to spread out. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. He's going to air one out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Here's Muhammad. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And the Colts coming out now.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Out of his end zone, Brissett firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Brissett now on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Escaping the pressure right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Throwing. Brissett. Throw left side complete. That's Doyle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now it's Miller running right. And some room to maneuver. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go.
Brissett throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, and it's 3rd and short.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, they started this drive in as tough a spot as you can at their own 1, so they're able to march it into field goal range and get 3.
I thought that was a very poised, dare say classy sort of a drive. Backed up in the shadow of your own end zone, yet you come out of it and put points on the board. Well executed.
Out come the Titans now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And now running right through it. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Let's go.
A second down throw for Brissett. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured
an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. They run with Ajayi. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Titans on 3rd down, as bad as you can be, 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put him behind the 8 ball.
He can run for it, and he will. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Mariota to throw it this time. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Jayon Brown in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Brissett. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The Colts on third down. 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Brissett sets to throw it. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start out on the ground with Ajayi. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Play action now. Mariota. And he's out of bounds, able to get it up right near the 25 to the 24. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. A first down throw for Mariota. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Here's Mariota. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Give him 30 yards there. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
Here's Ajayi. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 2nd down, Mariota. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Quick hitch, complete. It's Daniel. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Here's Brissett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They'll run a toss play to Michael. Room here to run. And look out. I think he's going to go. 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Christine Michael, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Mariota now on second down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. He'll have a first down past the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground, all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football.
Let's go. Flex round. Ohio.
On 3rd down, it's Michael. And he's got some space here. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And now a 1st down following that long gain. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On the carry, Michael. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. That would give Michael running left. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down. Mariota yelling out the play call as he hustles everyone to get set. They'll run with Muhammad. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They go again with Muhammad. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there with time running out. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Titans, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.